Hi, you're welcome back to my channel on Bam Glam DIY. Today I'll be teaching you how to make this very beautiful Kojic and Glutathione soap. You'll be learning how to make this soap. This is a popular soap in the market and most of us actually use it, buy it and use it. It contains vitamin C, vitamin E and also turmeric oil. Most especially, I'll be teaching you how to be able to combine double colors in your melt and pour soap to be able to have a very beautiful shape like this, and how to also achieve a very smooth and spherical soap like the one I'm holding. You might be thinking, is this a machine soap? No, it's not. It's handmade. I'm going to teach you how to make this kind of soap shape. So this is the popular one in the market, Kojic and Glutathione soap. So just stay tuned and you will enjoy this video. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for not going anywhere. If you are seeing my channel for the first time, this is a DIY channel where I teach you how to make a whole lot of house cleaning agents, industrial cleaning agents, and even skincare and hair care products. If this is what you are interested in, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel, and you'll be the first person to be notified whenever I drop a new video. So jumping straight into what I have today, I'll be teaching you how to make a lightening soap. This lightening soap will be made with a melt and pour soap base. If you don't know how to make a melt and pour soap base, I have a video in this my channel. I'll drop the link in the description box for you to learn how to make it. Meanwhile, I only need 500 grams of this melt and pour soap base. So you have to place it on your double boiler, melt it and bring it out. Then you can now add in your actives. For the first one, I'm just choosing to work with a clear color. So for the first one, I'm adding in glutathione at 3%, vitamin C at 3%, which is 15 grams of glutathione and 15 grams of vitamin C soap. You know, most times you buy soap, you see it on the body written contains this vitamin D, vitamin that, vitamin E, contains so many additives. Most of these factory made soap, they are not actually made from scratch. They are not cold processed soap. We all know that. Most of those soaps are made with soap base. I don't mean that making soap from soap base is not good though, but when they just add those soap base to their machine, that's when all the active is being calculated and added in, and then that's why those soap actually work very well. So you actually make this soap and you love it. This soap, do you know people actually take glutathione even as injections? Do you know glutathione is very, very more powerful, almost 1 million times powerful than vitamin C? It's a very beautiful antioxidant. It helps to regenerate your skin cells, make you look younger, remove all those dark spots, black spots, melasma, hyperpigmentation. Glutathione is a very good active if you are a skincare formulator and you are dealing with making body creams, body lightening, you want to make serums, things that can actually be effective. Please, I think glutathione should be one of your first priority. Also note that there are also fake in the market. Some of them are not very pure, so try as much as possible to make sure that the person that is selling it to you is selling the pure one. So I also went ahead to add the turmeric oil, then vitamin E oil to prevent rancidity and also helps to protect the skin. Then I'm also adding in an orange color mica, orange red. It's called orange red mica color. It's not just orange, it is orange red. Please just bear that in mind. Meanwhile, if you don't have mica color, you can use oil soluble color but not water soluble. You can make use of any other dye or pigment you have. If you don't have orange color, please do it with any color you have, even if it is pink color, but please try it out. If you don't have this type of mold I'm using, also use any other mold. You can even use a square shaped mold. Just first pour in the first color and then second color. I'm trying to make alternatives for you so that you can actually make this kind of soap. And then it's easier to work with melt and pour soap base because you can easily melt it, dilute it, add in your actives, and then pour in your soap. Also bear in mind that if you don't mix your mica color very well, they may settle underneath. So you have to make sure it is properly mixed, properly mixed. If not, you may see the lumps settling below. So just mix very well while the soap its temperature is about going down, then you start pouring in. You can also pour in now, but now I want you to understand the techniques I'm going to be using to be able to achieve this soap. Please, if you want to learn more about the additives I use, you can also browse more on Google to know, but just bear in mind that these additives are safe for even pregnant women. I know alpha arbutin is not safe for pregnant women, but glutathione, you are okay, you can use it. It is very, 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 very okay. So let's proceed and see how I will be able to achieve this beautiful soap. Now, when you are pouring it into your mold, you have to pour it into the 2/3 of your mold. So what I mean by 2/3 is, if you use your eye and divide your mold into 3 parts, you just need to fill the 2 parts and leave out the last part. So invariably, you don't need to fill the mold to the brim. You're only filling it to the 2/3 portion. So if each of your mold contains 100 ml, so you're literally adding in only about 66 ml of your liquid, 66.6666 ml of your liquid. Just don't fill it up. Don't fill it to the brim. And if you want to also achieve my shape, that means you also need a mold shape like mine. So you can screenshot it and show it to your vendor to ask them if they have something like this. So just pour. After pouring, you have to allow it to dry and unmold it before we can proceed with the next stage. So the remaining part, I'll just pour it into another mold so that it won't get wasted. But just know that I use 500 grams, so you can reduce it on your own accord. So now it has finally solidified. Let's move on to the next stage. I will first of all unmold it and keep it. It's already dry, very, very dry. So we have to just unmold it and keep it out, and then we can proceed with the next stage. For the second part, we are making use of Kojic dip, Kojic palmitate. Kojic dip. I'm not using kojic acid, but please, if it is kojic acid you have in your surrounding, please feel free to use. Bear in mind that this kojic dip can only dissolve in glycerin. It can't dissolve in water. You can actually add it into the melt and pour soap base directly and then dissolve it out, or you can just use a little bit of glycerin, probably around 10 ml, to dissolve it. Bear in mind I'm also making use of 15 grams of kojic acid dip that's what I'm adding here. So we're going to add in the kojic dip, which is the second additive, very major additive in this soap, and then we'll go ahead and then add in vitamin E and then our fragrance oil. Now let me tell you, you see those most of the soaps you buy in the market that are actually effective on your skin, brighten your skin, gives you that beautiful glow, take you one shade lighter, and they'll tell you it contains natural soap, contains turmeric and honey. My dear, it's not the turmeric and honey that is actually lightening your skin and taking your skin from one shade to the other. It is the main active in the soap, the chemical active in the soap, that is actually doing that lightening job. So these natural things like turmeric oil, essential oils, honey, sugar, yes, they help to exfoliate your skin, give you a very beautiful and radiant skin. But the active is what actually helps to actually slow down the production of melanin in your skin. All of them has its own way of biochemical way of action or mechanism, how they operate. But the major thing is that they slow down melanin production in your skin, thereby improving your skin to be lighter. Depending on how long you use these particular additives, it will depend on how long you lighten. But once you achieve the shade you want, you can actually stop using them and then use a normal soap to continue beautifying your skin. I believe that it's not even only soap that women use to also make their skin look fine and beautiful. We also use body glow oils, creams, and a lot of things. Please, if you want to buy my ebook, it contains about 120 clinical skincare formulation. If you want to buy it from me, you can chat me up on WhatsApp using the link in the description below, or you tap the payment link in the description box below to make a purchase of it. I have an ebook for just skincare formulation. Please, nothing else is in it, and it contains about almost 120 and even above clinical skincare formulas. You can purchase that if you are into skincare world, or if you know somebody that is already into skincare world. Now, for the mold, for this clear part of it, you can add in another color to it. You can add in white, you can use goat's milk soap base, you can add in red color. I just wanted to leave the second part colorless this way. Now, what I did was that I filled the mold to only 1/3 compartment. So I filled it to 1/3 instead of 2/3. So it's more like it's on the bottom part of the mold. Now, why the melted soap base is still fluidy in it, it's still in liquid and melted form. That is when you start placing over the already hard part of different color over it, just like you saw me did. Make sure when you are doing it that the soap you poured into the mold is still very fluidy and liquidy. That way it can easily gel, it can easily combine to the surface of the one we've placed over it. That way when the soap comes out, you'll be able to have a smooth and round shape without having any edges on it. It should just be smooth and round. Now the soap is already dried. This is probably about some hours later. You can be watching it. The portion we added now is actually very little, so it is very easy for it to get hard. But I shot the second part of the video in the night. Now the third part of the video is where we are molding, so I have to wait till the next day because I have to catch my sleep. Now look at how the soap looks like. So when you bring it out from the mold, you have the divide. If you use a square mold, you have this kind of, this is the way it will look. So one color will be down while the second color will be above it. I hope you guys understand. So apart from learning this technique on how to achieve this double coloring in this video, you're also learning how you can make a very beautiful skin lightening soap for your brand. In case you already have access of the melt and pour soap base in your hand, you can start making these soaps and start selling to your family and friends. You can brand it. You can even go into the market, because this kind of soap, they are actually in the market. There is this Dr. Rachel vitamin C soap. They all look like this. You can make those kind of soap and see how you can compete with the market. You can see how you can work on your publicity and then beat and see how you can compete with the market, because you can't really beat the existing market if you don't have enough funds to go into this kind of production. Meanwhile, start normally the way you can, and then you see yourself making something beautiful. I'm here to teach you how you can make this kind of shape of soap without buying plodder and equipment and closure just to be able to achieve these shapes of soap. Now you've been able to see how we got these beautiful nice shapes without using equipment. So don't you think you can make this for yourself at home? Yes, you can. So please try it out and get back to me in the comment section. I know you actually love it. And the soap actually lathers well. It's still the same soap base I use in the neem and aloe vera soap. If you want to see how I made that neem and aloe vera soap, the link will also be dropped in the description box below. Feel free to write your comments. I'll answer your questions if you have any question. Thank you all for staying with me to the end of this video. Thank you for liking this video and subscribing to my channel. You are all blessed.